Hey y'all, I know we are late again. I say we blame Chrissy this time.
Sorry. Sorry.
You ain't been on here in so long that
Yes.
it's gonna kind of be a pick on Chrissy
Yeah,
night.
I figured.
But I'm Dennis, Chrissy,
Yep.
Megan. We have Alex and Dan on there, and thank you for joining us tonight. We're we're gonna be doing something different here in just a bit. We're bringing on a special guest, and I'm going to let her explain what she's going to be doing to you guys because I don't want to get it wrong and explain it wrong.
Right.
So we will get her on here in just a minute. But how have you guys been doing?
I've been out baling hay all day
Ooh,
and all night last night.
it is too hot for that.
It is, and I've been in the tractor with no cab,
Oh,
so it's really hot.
yeah.
So, but yeah, I've been good. How's everybody else?
And tonight, as you can see, and as we've put out there, we are going to be jumping into the Summer Wells case and covering a little bit on it and then jumping into an open discussion on it. Chrissy, if you want to go ahead and give the basics.
Sure. Okay. I'm going to show this. This was Summer Wells' flyer. Summer Moon Utah Wells. She was age 5 at the time, female, white, blonde, blue eyes. Height was 3 feet, weight 40 pounds. She's missing from Rogersville, Tennessee. She's been missing since 6/15 of 21. An endangered child alert has been issued on behalf of the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office for Summer Moon Utah Wells. Summer is a 5-year-old white female. Summer was last seen wearing gray pants, a pink shirt, and possibly barefoot. If you have seen Summer or have any information regarding her whereabouts, please contact the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office at 423-272-7121.
So Summer has been missing for 3 years now.
Yeah.
And some days it seems like it was yesterday she went missing. Some days it seems like it's been a lifetime.
Yeah.
But 3 years is way too long for a child to be missing like this.
Absolutely.
I mean, just look at that. Look at that face. Look at that. Oh.
Yeah, and the fact that there's so many different things that could have went on that TBI admitted that they don't really have a direct lead to which way to go, whether it be she wandered off or whether it be she was abducted. They have no leads that point them either direction.
See, and I was reading just a bit ago that as of June 2024, they have had over 6,500 leads and tips that they have worked on, plus interviewing potential witnesses. And for all of that to not have any direction, I mean,
Yeah.
there's always the possibility that they do have something, just not enough to get a conviction on. Or they may have ideas of what's going on, but they can't share none of that publicly. But 3 years and it not really gone anywhere other than the searches and the efforts they're doing really makes me think they may not have anything yet.
Which is kind of odd because you think they'd have something, whether it be little or what, but yeah.
Yeah.
Joanne's got a good comment. I agree. Until proven otherwise, I will always believe her parents are responsible for her disappearance or at least know what happened.
Now, with that being said, didn't both the parents pass the polygraph? I know they're not 100% accurate, but didn't they both pass them?
They did. And I would like to, some of our cases that we have where people were polygraphed, we actually have the documents that show the questions that they were asked and the answers that were given. I would love to have that on this case.
Yes, because I read about that and I'm thinking, I need to know what's in those letters. And that's Megan. Not
I say we can't see Megan Harley.
yeah, that's Megan, Bobby.
I'm here.
Oh, yeah. You thought it was me over there. It's
Oh.
you.
Sorry, I'm reading.
Well, this is definitely a sad situation that it's, especially if they have that many leads, stuff that they've looked into, and nothing has ever happened with any of it. I mean, and if the parents have both, passed a polygraph test, which we know 100%, it's not 100% accurate, but, that's still pretty sad that we haven't gotten anywhere with it, honestly.
I mean, Tamara, why do you think she may have not been wearing shoes? I mean, why would you? You were at home. I don't.
Well,
I mean,
she was outside playing
yeah.
in the yard.
But
and then come up into the house. Maybe she took them off when she
Yeah.
come in.
yeah,
She's a country kid.
yeah, she's a country kid. I mean,
What her shoes?
So
yeah,
I go
really.
outside in the yard here barefooted.
yeah, yeah. Grew up that way.
Now, to answer Tammy B's question, both polygraph tests were taken live on national TV. And the results were given live on national TV.
Nah, kids don't wear shoes in the yard. See?
I always did.
I never did.
If not, just at least socks. I didn't really. Hey, one of my grandparents had a gravel driveway for the majority of my youth until my father had their driveway paved. And I tell you what, that was a nightmare walking across gravel driveway.
Doesn't
Yeah.
Brantley go barefoot on anything? Rocks?
He used to.
Oh
He
my
don't anymore.
gosh.
I used to.
You're weird. You go put on rock and everything, and I'm thinking, doesn't that hurt? No. Oh, the burrs. Yep, those little sticker burrs.
Okay, that's
yeah.
different.
Now, as far as the shoe comment, Summer always was outside without shoes on. That was her thing. She was a tomboy. She loved playing out in the yard. She loved getting all dirty, playing in the mud, playing in the dirt. That was Summer.
Yeah.
It's what made her happy.
Yeah.
Meg.
Ooh.
I know, right? I was just reading Pearl's.
That-
He broke his toe.
that
Oh
hurt
my
to read
goodness.
that. So Tamara, I put the link over in the comments. Whenever you get a chance, go ahead and use that link, and that'll bring you up where we can pull you on here. So now that I gave away who's going to be coming on.
So at this point, has there been any recent updates to her case? Has there been anything from the TBI released? Is it just gone stagnant basically at this point?
They released, I want to say a few weeks ago, that again they followed all of these leads and they've got no direction yet. They're still really looking at if she wandered off and got lost and just hasn't been found, or if she was abducted. But all possibilities are still on the table.
And to answer Chris's question, that's Team of Misfits. Yes, they did bring dogs out. They lost scent of summer wells at the road down a trail next to the house.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Dan, but didn't they track the scent from the back door through the backyard through the woods down to that road?
Yeah, there was a trail. But see, with that scenario, dogs are known to track scent in upwards of weeks, depending on the conditions. If it hasn't rained, all different scenarios. Who's to say that Summer just wasn't playing in those woods and then went back to the house on a different day, not the day she went missing?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I see we have our special guest on here. So let's get her pulled up here. Hey, Tamara, how are
Tamara.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
you? And guys, Tamara has been absolutely awesome. She has helped us in some of our other cases and just done tremendous, and really happy to have you on here tonight. And I'm going to let you kind of explain what you're doing, because I don't want to misspeak or say something wrong. And
Okay. No, sounds great. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect. I had to close my other YouTube, so I think I have it down now. I don't know, but thanks for having me on. Yeah, we've had some discussions kind of on our own, and I'm just interested in helping out in any way that I can. And I'm a dowser. I've been trained in dowsing for almost 15 years now. I'm trained in Reiki. I'm also an intuitive, so I try to use those skills to help in any way that I can, just help find missing people. It's just like you guys kind of have an interest in trying to solve a mystery and help the families, just with the skill set that I have. So I'm still learning as I go, but it's definitely interesting. Every case is different from every other one. So
when you stop learning, no matter what you're doing in life, when you stop learning, you need to hang it up.
Yeah.
it's always, there's so much more to learn. The more you learn, the more you realize there's so much more.
Yeah.
So what will you be doing here with us tonight?
So I had an idea. I've gotten some initial things. This one's kind of an interesting case. And I thought about this too. It's like when you're an intuitive and you work with, trying to help in these type of situations, it's one of those things, you're right or you're wrong. So I think that's why a lot of intuitives, it can be difficult, and always, if it was easy and everyone could do it, missing people wouldn't be around for very long. They'd be found so quickly. So there's always lots of different aspects of it. And for tonight, I can kind of go over some basic stuff that did a little bit of research, and then I kind of got some initial impressions. But I have, I'm mostly used to pendulum dowsing. So I use like different types of pendulums, but I also have dowsing rods. And so I thought maybe what we could do, if we can see it well enough, we can just ask questions. You guys on the team can ask questions. Maybe people that are on the call can also ask questions, and I'll just see what see what kind of answers I get using the dowsing rods. Now, the dowsing rods are just tools. You're not asking the dowsing rods. They're just tools. So for me, what I do is I just connect to my guardian angels, my spirit guides, whatever universe, things like that, and I have that connection. And then the dowsing rods are just tools to get the answer. So. Or potential answers. It's not always right. So
That's so cool.
See, it's always interesting hearing you explain what you do, how you're doing it, and I love it.
So how many years did you say you've been doing this?
I've been dowsing for about 15 years now. My cousin that had was my dad's first cousin, so he'd be my second cousin. He'd always been at Christmases and Thanksgivings and things like that. And but he always did this weird healing hand thing. I never knew what it was. So, but really nice guy. He was like a third degree master in like 2 different types of martial arts. So he was really interesting to talk to. Yeah, he had quite an interesting history.
Yeah.
And so at one point in my life, several years ago, about 15 years ago, I started getting acid reflux, and I worked in the pharmaceutical industry, and I didn't want to just keep taking the medicine every day. So I talked to him and said, well, is there something else we could try just to try it? And so he used dowsing, used the skills that he had, and I did a parasite cleanse, and it disappeared after the 11th day of the parasite cleanse and never been back. So at that point, I was interested in learning more. So I just started learning everything I could. So it's just led me off.
That's so cool. Wow.
It's interesting.
Okay.
Well, if you want, and this is more just research side, because I'm very analytical too. So my job, I work in the pharmaceutical industry. So my job is very analytical. So I kind of try to balance the analytical with the spiritual part. It's interesting mix, but I can give you a little bit of stuff that I found that I thought was kind of interesting. It's not really related to the case, but other cases around it. One point that I thought was interesting was that the father of Summer Wells, his sister went missing. So Rosemary Bly went missing in 2009.
Wow.
And was never found. It's possible there was some criminal activity on that, but it's just ironic that it happened in Wisconsin. So it's just interesting that there's been histories of people going missing in their families. So
that is very interesting. I've never heard that.
Yep. Nope. I did some research, and was an interesting thing. It was in St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin. And she had 2 kids that were under 2. She went to visit her cousin, and when she left home from going out to eat with her cousin, she just never came back. So it's kind of unsolved at this point. Because I think he mentioned it, the father mentioned it at one point during one of the interviews. And the other thing that was interesting too was in 1962, a 2-year-old went missing 5 miles away from where Summer Wells went missing. The family had gotten back from a doctor's visit, and it was 10 o'clock at night. So they left her in the car. They parked a little ways up the lane. They left her in the car to, whoever was sick, take him inside, came back, and she was gone. She ended up walking into someone's house 3 miles away from where she went missing. And so she was found alive, but she just walked into and there was like creeks and forests and everything. It was really rural like it is out there. And the only thing she ever really said is, "Man took me." And that was it. Oh. And she was 2. So, but yeah, that was interesting. And the other case around the area was in 1957. Minnie Han went missing. She was 3 years old. This is about 50 miles away from where Summer Wells went missing. And it's literally it's really interesting. It's like a straight shot west, like almost an exact line west is where the girl that went missing in 1957. And then she was found. She didn't survive. But she was found 6 miles away from where she went missing. And she took off her shoes and a bunch of clothes and then went up 1.5 miles up a ridge. And that's where they found her.
Oh, wow.
So, that was so that's just interesting little cases around that are just kind of that age group and kind of similar, I guess. So,
well, Tammy, and we have family here, and that's why Tammy's not on. But Tammy's sister, because Tammy's from Knoxville, they're all originally from Knoxville, but Tammy's sister lives like 15-20 minutes away from Rogersville. So she's, Tammy and hers talked all about it, and the stuff that's I guess gone through the rumor mill and stuff that's been talked about in the towns and stuff. But it's just it's such a sad situation down there, for sure.
It is. Yeah, I can't imagine going through that. So
now, real quick, Rose Bly is Candace's sister.
Oh, is it Candace's sister? Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was the mother's sister.
So are we talking Summer's mother's sister?
Yes.
Is that who we're talking about?
Yep.
Okay. And how old was she when this happened?
Uh,
I believe she was really young.
Yeah, I think it's young adult. I don't see an age, but
yeah.
in my notes.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. Well, and if you want, we can. You want to just start using the dowsing rods now and just see.
There it is.
You guys have some questions.
Oh, yeah.
The questions need to be yes or no because that's all you get is yes or no.
It's 21.
But I can see if I get more information too, or can dig down in the questions.
Okay. What do you want to start asking?
And so if any of you watching have any yes or no questions, throw them in the comments and we will get those to her.
Okay, and to let you know, this is a yes. So when it crosses, this is a yes, and then when it opens, that's a no. So this would be a no.
Well, I would think that the most obvious question anybody would ask is she still with us?
So is she still alive?
Is she still alive?
I'm not getting an answer for that one. So sometimes you get that.
Damn.
I know. We can ask again later and see if we get a different get an answer. But yeah, sometimes it's like that. You're not supposed to know, or yeah,
Okay.
yeah, things
Okay.
like that. So
The next question, did mom and grandma sell Summer?
I get a no.
Okay. Next one, you have it covered up. Where's the mouse? Was Andy Bernard involved in Summer's disappearance?
I'm getting a no for that one.
No. Was she taken by a sexual predator? Oh.
I'm getting a no on that one too.
Are the two missing girls connected?
Which two missing girls?
Are you talking about? Yeah. We'll come back to that one, Tamara.
Okay.
Did Summer drown at a horse pond?
I'm getting a no on that one.
Okay. I have a question.
Sure.
Was she trafficked?
So when you say,
Was she
more detail, what your intent is? I know what you mean, but
was she? Help me out here.
Sold.
So there.
Yeah. Was she? Yeah. Was she?
she sold at any point, anytime.
Yes.
I got a yes on that one.
Oh. Here.
Okay.
Eli said this
The question again: are the two girls missing connected, as in Summer and Rose?
No.
Okay. Did her dad sell Summer?
No. That's a strong no too. Yeah, no.
Okay. Megan, do you have a good question or anything?
Do you want to do this
Yeah, I can.
when a new one pops
Yeah,
up?
yeah. Okay. Denny, do you have any questions you want to throw out there right this moment?
Are drugs involved?
In any way, your drugs involved, yes.
Mm.
So it's a very general, are drugs involved. So it's going to be, are drugs involved in any way? So that at some point there were drugs involved. And so that's where, when you have a question like that, that's where you can drill down and ask more questions and get more specific.
Next one. Did a family member do anything to her?
To assist in the in her missing.
To her disappearance.
I'm getting no.
Okay.
Does her brothers know what happened to her?
Yeah, I got no.
Phew, that's a big no too.
Yeah, that's a big no. Yeah.
Could this be connected to the cornbread mafia?
Don't know what that is, but no.
That's
That was what they talked about on Dr.
Yeah.
Phil.
that was yeah. Okay. Beautifully Blessed has a really good one. Will Summer ever be found? Come on. Ugh.
It's thinking. It's not saying though. I can try again, but I get a no answer on that one. It's almost
No.
like, see how it's moving back and forth, a
Right.
little bit? So I think that's like a
I don't
it's
know.
like a maybe is what I'm feeling like. It depends is what I'm getting like intuitively. It depends. So is it possible? Yes. Will she for sure? Future work is kind of, you never know. But, you get a moment in time, but it can change, based on decisions people make. So I'm getting it depends. So it's possible.
Did
Is-
anybody in the family sell her or trade her for drugs?
No.
Ooh. Is Bernard's responsible for her disappearance?
Bernard. I don't know
Is
who
she-
Bernard is, but it's saying a yes.
Oh.
I don't know who
Oh.
Bernard is, but there's a yes in there somehow. And that could mean a lot of things,
Did Summer walk away from her home?
Yes.
Next one, is she still close to the area?
I get a no.
Oh man. Okay.
Okay, well, we're on that question real quick. Is Summer Wells in Florida?
Right now. No, I get a no.
Okay. Were any I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Do yours.
Were any family members involved in her disappearance?
I'm getting a no on that one.
Okay. Go ahead.
Did Summer Wells ever go to the island in the middle of the lake?
I got a yes.
Did she leave in a vehicle?
Did Summer leave in a vehicle?
Oh, wow. I got a yes. That surprises me.
Oh my goodness. Wow, that was quick.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're on that question. When the dogs picked up her scent and lost it at the road, is that the time she disappeared?
Yes. Yep, that's a yes.
Is it a red pickup truck?
Huh. I know.
I'm going to go back through and see if we missed
Go
anybody's.
down to the new one.
Okay. Was there a yellow vehicle involved?
I got a no on that one.
Did she?
Okay. Did she know the person who took her?
Yep.
Is grandma involved?
No.
That was a big no.
Is a church involved?
That's interesting. I think it wants more detail. I think the answer needs more questions like
Okay, read the bottom one.
Okay. Was anyone from the Church of Latter-day Saints involved?
no. Was there some type of church? or people who feel that they're part of a religious organization in some way or another involved. Okay. So that can mean a lot of things. That could be people who are part of a cult, people that believe in their faith really strong, whatever it is. It doesn't mean it's a church per se, but it's
All right.
religious or it feels religious to them.
I like that way that's going. Is Straightway Truth Ministry involved?
Oh,
Mhm.
let's see.
So it could be someone that is involved with that church or was in the past or anything like that.
Okay. Next question. Did grandma take her somewhere?
I just take her somewhere when she went missing. No.
Okay. Let's see.
One under it.
This one
No, one under it.
right here.
This one, yeah.
Was someone who lived next door to them involved?
In general proximity, in general neighborhood or larger area. Okay. Yeah. So someone maybe not right next door, but someone in the area. And involved can mean lots of different things. So doesn't mean they were the ones that took her. It could be involved in the process.
Was the scream that the neighbor heard Summer Wells?
Oh.
Okay, yes. There's more to it a little bit, but there's definitely yes, but there's something else with it too. I don't know what it is.
Okay. Beautifully Blessed asked, does Hunter know what happened?
Does Hunter know the whole story? No.
Yeah.
Gotta know.
Okay. Carl, was the person who picked her up, did they sell her?
Were they the ones that sold her?
Yes.
No.
No.
I'm feeling like it's we can go with the questions, but and I heard this earlier, a series of events.
Did she actually was she actually reported missing that day?
Yes.
Is she still in Tennessee?
Yeah.
Right now, is she still in Tennessee?
No.
I know.
Is she in Texas?
Right now, is she in Texas? Oh, I know on that one too.
Okay, just because I read about the family going to Arkansas, is Summer Wells in Arkansas?
No on that one too.
Okay.
Was she alive on the jug of milk in the truck?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
She
Yeah.
was just really
She was just asleep. Okay, next one. Is she out west?
West. I'm going to consider west of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
Is she west? Is she located west of the Mississippi? Oh,
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
yes. And right now, so that's the thing is just the time frame of it too.
Is she in California?
Oh. 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 Oh.
Got a yes for California.
Okay. Did she go missing on the 4th or the 15th? 14th or the 15th? Excuse me.
Okay.
It's
So
going to be yes or no.
yeah,
No.
it's okay. I'll ask.
Sorry, that was my fault.
That's okay. Did she go missing on the 14th? It's good to have some baseline stuff too. Did she go missing on the 15th? Okay.
15th. Jeez. Like,
I just don't know.
Denny?
Was Don at work when Summer went missing?
Yep.
So that was true.
Okay.
Who was that?
I just asking.
Okay. Oop. Does Ziggy's new husband know what happened?
No.
No. Is she at a church in California?
And this is where it's going to be like that whole religious, believe it's religious thing.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's someone that feels it's what I feel like it's not like we consider like church, like a Christian church. It's not like that. It's just something, it's very broad is what the intent is.
Was Summer Wells abused in her home?
Abused. Physically abused. I gotta know.
We have was Dad's coworker involved?
I get no on that one too.
Okay. Okay. Is she on a religious campground in California? Compound, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
No, I think no. I got a no on that one.
Sorry. Sorry. Joanne's, was her disappearance related to trafficking?
Okay. So trafficking.
Human trafficking.
Human trafficking. Thank you.
Related to, trafficking related to taking a person against their will and using them for whatever. Okay, I got a yes on that one.
Is there a cult involved in her disappearance? Yeah, I probably.
It's like a kinda, like I said, it's intuitively, it's like, it's something like that. I mean, from the answers we're getting here, yeah, it's a cult like church. It's not a church. The word church is weighted. I think it's something. It's something that the people involved feel like it is a religion, but they really don't. They don't call themselves a church or even necessarily religious, because those all words have connotations to them. So it's more just their belief system, but it is what you would consider, in the textbook version of church or religion. It follows along to that because it's a very strong belief and they follow it religiously, although they would not use that word. So.
Jenny? Anybody else?
Did she really leave from the basement?
She leave her house? Yep, I got a yes.
Was somebody in the basement to take her out?
I got no on that one.
Was the basement door unlocked?
Yes.
Was Summer carried out of the basement?
No.
No.
Did Summer walk away from the basement?
Yes.
Did Summer walk down the street and get picked up?
No, she didn't walk down the street and get picked up. But did she walk somewhere and then get picked up in a certain location? Yes.
Did she have an accident at home?
That day?
Yes.
Okay. Nope. God, no.
Okay. Did she leave the basement alone? Yes.
Yes.
Was it a man that she left with? Mm,
Yes.
that's a good one. Is the person who took her known to be family?
Known to her family.
Known to her family. So anyone that their family would know in any way, even acquaintances. Okay, I got yes on that one.
I think that question is, was
Yeah.
she drugged?
Mm.
Any point. Okay, yeah. At some point.
Was she happy up until the moment she went missing?
I've gotten that intuitively too. One of the things I got was there was some feelings of desperation around her, like with family members, parents, things like that. Things weren't always cheerful, but she didn't care. She was like, you can be worried. I mean, she was 5, but you'd worry about this. She didn't care. She was just happy. She didn't, it wasn't like wasn't uncaring, but it did not affect her. She lived in her own world, and it was not, especially, when you're that age anyway, it's like those issues weren't her issues. And so she never took it on. Some kids will take it on and worry with their parents. She never did that. She just deflected it.
Did the guy play music for Summer every evening involved in her leaving?
I'm not sure. So did the play music when she was abducted, or play music afterwards? We can define it to that. If she was abducted by a person, was there music playing? I got no.
Okay.
That one. Was there music playing after that point in time? In any way? Yes.
Is she in fear for her life?
I got yes on that one.
Was Candace jealous of her?
No.
Okay. Was she taken by someone her parents owed money to, as in a debt?
No.
Is she still alive?
I'm still getting the non-response to that one.
Okay. Was she lured away from home?
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Some of the initial impressions I got, 'cause I've known about the case a little bit, but I didn't really know that much details. But the first initial impression, so when you asked me to be on the show and talk about this case, the first feeling I had was sadness, like a sadness feeling, and also something about darkness too. I'm not sure what that is, but can mean a lot of things, but that seems specific to Summer at some point. So,
Is the person who took her still in the area?
no.
Will the boys, her brothers, ever talk?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So do the boys know something that everyone else doesn't know yet? Huh.
Yes.
I actually wasn't expecting that.
Was it a man older than 50 years old who lured her away from home?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so will the brothers tell what happened to her when they're old enough? That's assuming they know what happened. Do the boys know what happened to her? I'm getting a no.
No.
Okay. So
Did someone see her being taken?
no.
Was it a teenager who lured her away?
No.
No.
So you got between 20 and 50.
Has Summer Wells ever been to Lafayette, Tennessee?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, got a follow up.
Okay.
That location, is it Pumpkin Town Lane in Lafayette, Tennessee?
Yeah. Apparently.
What was that again, Dan? What'd you say?
Pumpkin Town Lane.
I got a yes again.
Okay. Was Summer last seen in the back seat of a truck?
So was Summer, I mean, it's one of those things. Was she seen by someone else in the back of a truck? Or was she, because that's where you get the questions. Was she last seen yesterday in the back of a truck? Was she last seen the day she went missing? Who saw her? The kidnapper, some random person. So, so when Summer was taken, did anyone see her in the vehicle? Oh, wow. That's a big no.
Oh.
Okay. Has she been in the truck at any point during this time? Oh, I did get a yes. Again, that goes from the time she went missing till now. So at some point she has been in a truck of some kind.
Is she with other missing children?
Has she ever been? Yeah. Yes.
Was Summer taken with another child?
No.
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 Was she scared of her parents?
No. Definitely not.
Did the neighbor lady know the abductor?
Any Labor Day? No.
Okay. Was the person watching her before taking her? I guess.
So yeah. Is there a person who's watching her? We'll define it to that day. We can add more detail if you want, or even that week. No, we're getting no on both of those.
Okay. Has Summer been seen in Indiana since being taken?
No.
That's a big no. Denny?
Was it a tree trimmer that took her?
No.
Is the person's last name Dow that took her, or is involved in taking her?
No.
Are her parents lying about what happened?
It's a big question. That can involve little white lies. That can involve all kinds of things. Are they lying about if they knew what happened to her? No. So the big one, did they know what happened to her? No.
Okay. Have the police spoken to the person that took her?
No.
Do you think they would have changed her name? Does Summer have a new name now that she goes by? Is it still Summer?
Yes.
Do the parents know what happened to Summer?
Yeah, they've already asked them.
Oh, okay.
No, it's good to ask more to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Is the person who took her well known or famous? No.
No.
Did the guy who worked for the funeral home take her?
No.
Okay. Does grandma know
Does grandma know where she
what
is?
happened?
What happened?
Where she is? Yeah.
No.
No. What is this? Hey, Eli, what is cotton in wanna was she taken away from the home for her? Was she taken away from the home for her safety?
No. That's a big no.
Was there also a female involved in her disappearance?
Okay, I'm going to scope it out to really large. You know, was there a female involved in any way at any point in time of her disappearance? You know, from then until now? Yes.
Okay.
So it's a big, broad question, but
That was a no, by the way. Were there any witnesses to her disappearance the police haven't spoken to?
No.
Okay. Has she seen her aunt since she went missing?
no.
Okay. Did go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Did men pick her from the shed and didn't bring her back?
No.
Okay. Was she taken because she was a girl?
I think, yeah, I'm kind of getting a no. I think I'm not getting an answer for that one.
Has she spoken to her parents since she went missing?
No.
Does she live in a nice home now?
Oh,
She live in a nice, safe, comfortable location. Is that where she is right now? I say again, safe is it?
Is she happy where she's at now?
No.
No.
is she in one location now or being moved? Well, is she in one location right now?
Yes. And I think second half would be, has she been moved around from the time she went to now? Okay, yes.
Um,
Is she with the same individual that took her?
No.
was she sold for sex trafficking?
Was sex trafficking involved in any way? Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Is she scared?
So I'll do it twofold. You know, is she scared right now at this moment? You know,
No.
has she been scared at any time from when she was taken until now? Yes.
Is Jody Sue involved? Oh.
No. Nope.
I need to slow down. I'm sorry. I really need to slow down.
That's okay. Yeah, I just have to make sure I center each time. So
Nope, you're okay. I need to slow down here. Does she go to public school?
no.
Okay. Oh, I really don't want to ask this question, but I'm going to. Is Summer Wells deceased?
I'm still getting the non answer
Okay.
for any of those questions. So and that could mean a few different things, but
Is she still in the USA?
right now, yes.
Okay. Does she still have blonde hair?
Right now, yes.
Does she know people are looking for her?
Yes.
Is she in Tennessee?
No.
Will the truth ever be discovered?
I get a non-answer to that one too. I think a lot of this, it depends. There's things in the future that can affect it either way.
Does she want to be found?
Yes.
That was a big yes, too.
Is she in physical danger?
At this moment in time, no, not right now.
Has she ever been to Kenosha, Wisconsin?
I'm getting a no on that one.
Rick, go on. No. Tex, get down. Go on. Go on.
Okay, this is going to be a strange question. Is the address numbers of where she has been in Tennessee 5960?
At any point in time in her life, or since she went
Yes,
missing?
yes. Any point in time in her life.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Does she know you're asking these questions right now?
No.
Does she have new parents?
No.
Is she still being held captive?
Yes.
Megan had to walk away. This is just too heartbreaking.
Is she in Los Angeles at this point?
No.
Is she in Las Vegas at this point?
Right now, no.
Do people... Okay.
Okay. Do the people who have her have other kids? Yes.
Jeez.
Yes.
Will Summer be found in the next 3 years?
Kind of a maybe too.
Is she being held in a basement?
Okay, no.
Is she being held in a warehouse?
No.
No.
Is she in New York?
No.
Is she being held in a Connex trailer?
No.
Does law enforcement know more than they are saying?
Yes. But I also feel like that's part of having a case to a certain degree. So that'd be kind of differentiating between the normal. So that'd be the question. So does law enforcement know things that they should be telling the public, but they are not?
Oh.
Okay, no on that one.
Okay, I got a specific question. Is she in Carlsbad, California?
No. I want to follow it up. Has she ever been in Carlsbad, California, even just driving through? No. I was expecting a yes. It's a no.
Is she still at home hidden?
No.
Has she ever tried to escape?
Yes.
Is anyone in law enforcement involved in her disappearance?
So this can be local to the area involved in the case so far. No.
Has she ever been taken to a hospital if she's been sick?
No.
Is she healthy?
Okay, so is she healthy right now? Overall? Okay, yeah.
Is she being held south of Santa Cruz, California? No. Has she ever been in Arizona? At any time?
No.
Is she living in a hotel?
No.
And Tammy, we did ask about that. And Tamara did say they did change her name.
Yeah, I didn't get a yes.
They answered yes.
Has she ever been to the San Diego Zoo?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Surprising.
Does she live in the country right now?
Is she in the US? Yes.
No.
Is she in Southern California?
Oh,
Yes.
holy crap. Is she close to the Mexico border?
No.
Has she been to Los Angeles?
Yes.
Is she in a well on the property?
No.
Is she in a shipping container
Right now.
right now?
No.
Does she have neighbors that live near her right now?
People living next to her. Yes.
Is she being held in the city?
Good question. Is she in a city?
In a city?
No.
No. Is she in San Diego, California right now? No.
No.
Did her parents use her to pay off a debt?
No.
Is there more girls with her?
Is there more girls with her right now? No. She had other girls at any point since she's been missing, yes.
Is there other boys with her since she has gone missing?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've.
Is she near San Francisco?
Near, just near. Near is pretty vague, but
Yes.
It's a yes. General area.
What's in San Francisco?
And I'm also saying thank you. I haven't said it out loud, but that's also part of dowsing. It's saying thank you to the guides for helping.
Was Candace at home when she disappeared? Okay.
Yes.
Is she? Oh, I'm sorry.
Are any of the other kids that's been around her since she went missing, are they missing also?
Yes.
Are they all missing from Tennessee?
No.
Whoa.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Is Scientology involved?
No.
Do the people that have her know her well?
So do the people who have her well known?
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I just want to make sure I got it because I think I can answer both questions, but they're well known. Are they well known? Are they no? Okay. Did they know her well or think they know her well?
Oh.
Good question. Did the person that took her have children of their own? No.
Did they think she was a boy when she was taken?
Yes. Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Wow.
Has she been to Disneyland in California?
No.
Has she been to Mexico since she went missing?
Oh.
Yes.
Is there any gang involvement?
And I'm gonna preface that of like what we think of a traditional like gang with drugs. I mean, that's my perception of a gang, like Crips, Bloods kind of things. You get to know.
Has she been to SeaWorld in California?
No.
Jeez.
When you ask those questions about like Disney and SeaWorld, what I hear in my head is no, there's cameras. But apparently the zoo doesn't have cameras. So it wasn't as much of a risk.
I've been to the zoo out there. That's why I asked.
Is she being taken care of? Like,
Yes, like
okay.
you know, basic needs, food, water.
Yes.
Shelter. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Is she taken out in public?
Yes.
Yes. Is she in heaven?
Yeah, I'm still getting a non-answer on those.
Are there farms around her?
Okay, my interpretation of farms are different because they can like corn, but any type of farm of any kind. Is there one any farm nearby here? Yes. Okay.
Okay. Does she go outside and play with other kids?
Yes.
Is she being held at an orphanage?
No.
No.
Has anyone came close to finding her?
Anyone come close to recognizing or finding her? No.
All these questions have been answered.
It's good.
So again, okay. Have they ever changed her hair color?
Yes.
Has she tried to get away?
Yes. I hear what I hear. So I'll hear things too, and she's ornery.
Is she in Northern California?
Go by right now? No.
Are they trying to sell her to a family?
Right now, are they trying to sell her to a family? No.
Has she ever tried to call home?
No.
Oh, this is going to be a tough one. Has Summer ever been sexually abused?
Getting a kind of a non-answer for that one too.
How many people? That's a dumb question. Never mind.
You can give a range, so we can switch it to a range. So.
Let's see here. I'm talking about how many people might have taken her. Like, was it more than 5 people who kidnapped her?
So I'm interpreting that the number of people that were involved.
Thank you.
In her kidnapping at any point in time, was it more than 5 people? Yes, because I feel like if this path that we're on is correct, it's like I said, I see a series of events, series of unfortunate events, but series of events, which means multiple people, multiple locations is the general feel.
Is the reason they took her for money?
Yes, that was part of it for sure. At least, yes, according to this answer at this time.
Is the person that originally took her still with her?
No.
Did the person that took her sell her to the person she is with now?
No.
Has she been traded to different people while being missing?
I'm going to interpret that has been multiple people involved where she would go from one person to the next in any way. Yes. And that's that series of events. I think it's like this part, then it moves over to someone else. And this part, it's like it's a series, and each series and each step involves a different person.
Has she been on a plane after going missing?
Yes.
Okay, let's follow up with that one. What has she been on a commercial plane since she went missing?
No.
Private jet. Has she been on a private jet?
A private plane of any kind.
Private plane.
Yes. But you can specify jet too.
Oh my goodness.
But that's how it works best with dowsing, is to get down to more detailed.
I can ask it.
Start general and then start drilling down.
Does the person who took her take other children as well?
Yes.
Is there an organization involved in her disappearance?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Does that organization use firearms?
Yes.
Does that organization teach children how to use firearms?
Oh.
Is this organization a alphabet agency?
No.
Is she being held near a military base?
No.
Is she south of Monterey, California?
No.
Does the FBI know about this group?
No. Surprising.
Did she crack her head at the horse pond?
No.
I know we mentioned churches and stuff, but is a pastor involved in her disappearance?
No.
Is someone by the name of Vicky involved?
Any point? No. No. Okay. Yeah, no.
Are there any adults who are considered missing that are with her?
Yes.
I'm going to go back here. I know I missed one. I just got to remember where it's. Oh, is she in a cave?
Is it okay right now? No.
No.
Does she receive 3 meals a day?
Yes.
Does she have a bed that she sleeps in?
Yes.
Does she have a closet in her bedroom?
No.
Is she chained to a bed?
No.
Okay.
Does she have a TV in her room?
No.
Do her captors speak Spanish?
Hi, Nina.
No.
Is she free to walk around the house on her own?
Yes. And no. That was a weird one.
Let's see. Does she live in a camper?
No.
Does she sleep alone in her bed?
No. I think is she supposed to sleep alone in her bed? Yes. I think I don't know if there's the other kids or something, maybe
Right.
something like that.
Is she being held in a cabin? Whoa.
No.
Does someone have to be with her when she leaves her room?
Someone need to be with her when she leaves her room. Yes.
Does she live in some sort of compound? No.
Does she have a pet?
No.
Are there dogs on the premises?
No.
Hey, we gotta ask every question.
Does she live in a secluded place?
Yes.
Does she have a stable home?
I think there's a lot of meanings to that. I'm quite sure how to set separately. I mean,
Yeah.
definitely the three, food and shelter.
Right.
Is it stable? Is it stable in other ways that we would consider normal? No. Okay.
Is she happy where she's at?
No.
Is there a runway for an airplane on the property?
Where she's located now. Or, okay, yes. On the property or right nearby the property.
Okay, is the person that is one of the persons involved a pilot?
Yes.
Is she with a family member?
No.
Is the place she's at gated?
Yes.
Do planes fly into this property daily?
No. Do planes fly into the property at all? Yes. Is she on an island? No.
Are the planes used for fertilizing crops?
No.
Are there any neighbors close?
No.
Do buses come on to the grounds?
Oh, do buses come onto the grounds? Yes.
Is there any running? Wait a minute. How should I ask this? Is there a creek or river nearby?
Nearby or part of the property?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Did her mother hand her off safely? For her safety?
No.
Okay. Are the planes used for drugs?
Can the planes be used for drugs? Wouldn't be the only use, but have they been used for drugs at any point? No.
Is anyone allowed on this property?
I'm going to treat that as anyone allowed that's not
Yeah.
part of this system or group or whatever. No.
Do
Are there more?
military?
What?
I was going to say, do military planes ever land there?
No.
What was I going to ask? Are there more than 5 kids in this location missing?
Yes.
Yes. Are the buses Greyhound buses?
No.
Are they church buses?
No.
Are they buses from Mexico?
No.
Are they storage vans
Are there,
like U-Hauls?
yeah, are there storage vans too? Yes.
Is the person that took her involved with Fellowship of Friends?
No.
No.
Does she attend a church service on Sunday?
No.
How do you say that? Dally?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I hope I get it right, Bree. Is she near Dally City?
No.
No.
No. Gotta know.
Has Summer ever been to the creek or river located on the property or near the property?
No.
Is Self-Realization Fellowship involved?
No.
No.
Does the creek or river go to the ocean?
Not directly, no. Here, I'm going to turn on my light real quick.
Sure.
Didn't realize I had it turned on.
You guys are awesome. These questions are awesome. So
This is very interesting.
yeah.
I am so glad she's here on with us.
Tell me about it.
Doing this. Just
I
the
thought
amount of questions, and it's really an awesome thing.
Yeah, no, it's good questions.
You ready, Tamara?
Yeah, let me center.
Okay. Does the place have cameras?
Yes.
Is there one person that seems to be in charge of that property?
Yes. I feel like there's a lot of structure. You know,
Is
this
the-
is, go ahead.
Is the person in charge of the property a celebrity or a movie star?
No. Oh, wow. No, definitely
Jeez,
not.
all the way around.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I feel like so intuition, you know, structure or highly organized structure.
Has Summer ever been to a public place with cameras?
Yes.
Yes.
Has she been in Santa Monica, California?
Yes.
She's been all over.
I don't know how to pronounce this.
Synonym. Is that, what is that? Is that a church? It's a cult. Is the Synonym cult involved? No.
No.
Is the government involved?
Oh, no.
Was it Dawn that took her? No.
No.
Is the property located in the forest?
In a forest of any kind. Again, forest means a lot of different things to me. You know, what it is. Are there a lot of trees around in general? Yes. Okay.
Cover.
Is the property located in the mountains?
Oh, no.
Does the person in charge, are they former military?
That's the only person in charge. Are they former military? Yes.
Are they former United States military?
Yes.
Ooh. Union Grove? Is that? Oh, no. Is she in the desert?
No.
Look.
That's what I was just fixing to ask.
Has she ever been to Bohemian Grove? No.
Who was it that asked?
Gunner.
Can she see the palm trees from where she stays?
Oh, yes.
Do the people that have her treat her like a daughter?
No.
Is she near Fremont, California?
Vicinity? No. No.
Are any of the captors known pedophiles?
No.
Is it close to a big lake?
Hi.
Oh,
Hmm.
Gatlinburg is she in Gatlinburg?
No.
Is she in Antelope Valley?
No.
No.
Papa.
Santa Clarita?
Santa Clarita. Is she in Utah?
No.
Okay. Santa Clarita. Is she in Santa Clarita? I hope I pronounced that right.
No.
And how many pages do you have now? Does it snow there?
No.
6. Is she in San Jose, California?
What's A? No.
I just want to give you guys a heads up. Denny's been writing down every question. We're up to page 10.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Is she near the ocean?
No.
Is she in California City, California?
No.
Okay. I hope I'm pronouncing this one right. Is she near El Centro, California?
No.
No. Is she near Fairfield?
No.
Do the pilots of the planes that come in, do they stay on this property?
Yes.
Is she near Hollywood, California?
No.
Is she near the Nevada border? Oh.
That's interesting.
Is she in New Mexico?
No.
Is she close to Joshua Tree National Park?
No.
Okay. Is there a big highway around her area?
No.
No. Is she near the Mexican border?
No.
Does she have a gravel driveway?
Is any part of the roads gravel? Okay. Yes.
Is she in Bakersfield, California?
No.
Is she in the Anata village?
Anata Village? Nope.
Yeah. Is she always being kept in California?
I'm going to go with right now. Is she
Yeah.
currently being kept? Yes.
Okay.
Has she been kept other places other than California? Yes.
Is the property located near an interstate?
No.
How do you pronounce that?
I don't know.
Baladola.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Is she anywhere near Baladula?
Okay.
No.
Are there churches on the property?
No.
The people that come onto the property, are they armed?
It's the people that are regulars on the property.
Yes.
Okay. Or so, at least some of them armed. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that. Yes. So I don't know. Think it's like, is everyone armed? No. Okay. Some are and some aren't.
Do truck drivers stop there?
No.
Can you see mountains from the area?
No. Yeah, these are all really good questions.
Hmm. So she's right in that area. Right. Yep. Right there. Is it a clean home?
Yes.
Is she near Death Valley National Park?
No.
No.
Are there dogs on the premises?
No.
No. Military. Joshua Tree's already been asked. He was military. Is she forced to work?
Yes.
Is she near the Cleveland National Forest?
No.
Is she near the redwoods?
No.
Are there cameras on the premises?
Yes.
Okay. Is she by Hanford, California?
No.
Is she close to Tijuana, Mexico?
No.
Is she near Lake I can never pronounce that word. Can you guys see that lake name? I can never pronounce it.
Havasu? I don't know.
Havasu.
No.
No.
Is she in between Santa Cruz and San Francisco?
No.
Was there a reason she was taken?
Yes.
Anything?
I see. Was it a case of being in the wrong place at the wrong time? No.
Did her captors know they wanted her for a while?
Yes.
Is she near Redding, California?
No.
Was this a random stranger that took her?
Random to her.
Is she near Lake Tahoe? Oh,
No.
I need to sit down. Jeez.
Now, when you're doing this dowsing stuff, does this like affect you or take your energy or anything like that, like some of the other methods do?
It's more of a connection. In general, like any type of energy work or intuitive work, it can drain you a little bit. Just kind of, I mean, just, you're just, it's hard to explain. It's like not really my energy, but it's involved, I'm just the vessel for the answer. But it can to a certain degree. It depends on the situation. I remember one time I took a series of classes, and after the class, we did kind of like readings for it was for like 4 hours or so, 3 or 4 hours. And like when I got home, I was just exhausted. So.
We really do appreciate you coming on here and doing this. This has been really interesting.
Sure. No, yeah, it's interesting. I was kind of curious. I just had that idea. I was thinking it's like, because I've gotten a few things, but I hadn't got a lot of detail necessarily. And so this I thought, well, we could just kind of have everyone ask and just see what happens, because for dowsing especially, it's all about asking as many questions as possible, and then drilling down to more and more. Then also realizing that it's never 100%, even the classes that I've taken, people would need to ask one question and different people would get different answers, because you are bringing part of yourself with it. Like even the questions, you could see people had a certain thought pattern or certain belief. And even this, where you can tell where we're kind of going, that doesn't mean it's necessarily that. It could be something else. So part of it's just being open to whatever it is, and just allowing the answers to be. One of the dowsers that I know, that you kind of go through a stage where you just have to kind of like let go and let God, which is that, again, just kind of letting go and letting the answers be what they are. So
Kristen had a question for you. So they are all accurate responses, true, 100% correct?
Not always. No, it's not a perfect science by any means. So it's you just never know. I mean, it's nice to have some validation. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's a moment in time too, but there's never a guarantee that it's 100%. So like I said, when I have done classes in the past, our teacher would ask a question and some people would get a different answer. And when I first started, that really bothered me because I wanted to be like right every single time, but it's not always that way. Again, this is no different from how I see it. It's no different than a reading or in cards or intuition. It's just another method of connecting and getting answers. You can do it, and it's all the same process. It's just different tools you use to get, and different methods to get hopefully some kind of answers. But yeah, they're never always right. No one's ever 100%. If someone says that they're 100%, I think that it might need a little bit more training. But yeah, it's one of those things that it never is, and it's very unsettling when you first do it and you realize you're not going to be right all the time. And there'll be times where you'll be horribly wrong, and there's some times where you would just be spot on. So it depends.
Joanne says it's been interesting.
It's been an interesting live, but I have to get up early, so we'll have to finish watching tomorrow. Good night to everyone, and have a great week.
You have a good night, Joanne.
Yeah, you had great questions, Joanne.
I'm gonna take a smoke. You can sit here because I just can't get over these questions and these answers, but I just want, it's that one main question you just want answered. Is she alive? That's the one that just bugs me to no end.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
I was sitting here trying to find private airstrips in California.
I was doing that too.
Was you?
Yeah, it could be a way. And and also like some of the training I've done training for like, helping out with, criminal cases or missing people cases too. And that question in general is, it's something you're really not supposed to answer because you don't know if you're right or not. So like, even if you're just doing readings or you're going by what your gut tells you or things like that, a lot of times it's a tough question, because it's you're right or you're wrong too, but it's also, it can have such an effect on other people. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
So, and again, I didn't get an answer either way, but sometimes it's just better that way too. I don't know. I know you want an answer, you want to know for sure, but that's the thing. You're not going to know for sure. It's not 100%. So, and, wouldn't want to say something that was wrong either, and then have, like I said, it's a very emotional thing. So,
well, there was lots of questions that were asked multiple times, and they all had the same answer every time. I honestly don't think I caught one that somebody asked it one way and then somebody else asked it a different way, and you got two different answers. I could be wrong. I might have missed one, but everything seemed pretty spot on.
Yeah. There was one question that I remembered early on. Someone asked if she knew the abductor, or was it someone that she knew that lured her or something like that. And I did get a yes. And then we asked a question recently, was it a random stranger? And then I also got a yes. So I'm not sure about that one. If it was someone she knew, it might have been like just in passing, like someone who says something nice to you, So does that mean you know them or not? So that, again, that's where it gets down to like, what does that word mean? What does that mean to you? Because a lot of it's going to be how you present it, but then what does that mean to me? Like when you said forest, it's like, oh, look there's like 10 trees. That's like a forest to me, So it's like, there's a lot of variety. Is it a bunch of grove of trees, a bunch of trees? Is it all an out forest? So there's interpretation that will come from the person doing it, and also, and everyone, like I said, everyone sees a little different too. You always come from your perspective. Yeah. And that's how when everyone asks questions, you can see that too.
It was definitely it was pretty impressive. I was impressed.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I enjoy doing dowsing a lot. I like doing it quite a bit. And I actually did do, because once we started kind of going, I wasn't expecting to go down the path that we did, which is also like when you get the answer you don't expect, that's kind of a nice thing. It's like, oh, that wasn't the answer I thought it'd be. So, but I also did like some extra protections and things like that, just asking for protections. Because I think when you deal with something like this, you just have to be very cautious. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. For the most part, it seems like from the questions that were asked and the answers that came back, yes or no, to me, unless I missed something, it doesn't seem like the parents had anything to do with it.
No, and that's kind of my gut instinct too. It wasn't necessarily a perfect household, but I don't think I don't think it was like they were involved. Not like because I think you can kind of, because I looked into the case a little bit, so you can kind of see where people were coming up with some of their questions. But it seems what I hear is structured, like very organized, very structured. It is like by the book is another word I hear. Again, it's series of events by the book. It's, they're not their first rodeo kind of thing. It's very, very, very structured. If that's the path that's, and it's hard to know for sure, but that seems to be part of it.
And it was clear. There was somebody in the audience that definitely believes that, the father had something to do with it, and and that person, he was making statements, he wasn't asking questions, so that's why we didn't ask. It was clearly statements being made about the situation, it wasn't being, asked in a question form.
It was
Yeah.
almost a demanding form.
I can always change it around to a question. So yeah, like when you're dealing with numbers, it's like, like how many of this? Well, then you can go like, is it 5 to 10, 10 to 12? Is it under 100? Is it, over 50? You can define it that way. And I have a dowsing chart that I'll use too. If you wanted, you can do numbers and things like that, but there's different ways of asking it. Like I said, I normally use the pendulum, but it's harder to see, and it works really well. Like for me, this is a yes. And then for a no, this is a no. So, it can work as well, but I think that
that seems like it would wear. That seems like that would wear your hand out in your
it
wrist.
Does. Yeah, it can. I've done it before. Where when I first started, I used to sit like especially like on the weekends, I would just sit and ask questions, or in the evening, just over and over. And I remember at one point, I'm just asking and asking and asking, just whatever, random stuff, and all of a sudden just stopped. It's like didn't move, and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. And then it started working. I forgot to say thank you. So yeah, it's just interesting because, some of it's just practice and getting comfortable with it and using it all the time. But yeah, that it can. Even using the dowsing rods, it's like I need to exercise my arms a little bit.
Yeah.
And for your spirit guide, your guardian angels, those that you talk to, we appreciate them very much and what they did tonight too.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I think the audience enjoyed it.
Oh,
I think they really enjoyed being a part of the show, and
so this was the most interaction I think we've had on a live feed that was widespread beyond a handful of normals.
That was positive. There's been a few times things got heated and stuff was,
right,
out of control for a few minutes here and there. But yeah, it was definitely positive group working, questions, everything. So I really hope everybody, enjoyed Tamara being with us. And, I hope they all reach out and say, please have her on the show again so we can all talk and communicate with her.
Okay, no, I'd be happy to be on again. And like I said, I'm still working out some my own methods and things like that. And yeah, it is interesting because I know there are a lot of people that do help with missing people. And like I said, part of it is it's difficult because you're right or wrong, and that's a difficult thing. But it's also like some of the things you get are a little more disturbing too.
Yeah,
so it's a little more darker, so that's a little harder.
Yeah, there were some questions there that I wasn't happy to ask, but that's mine. Was that good? That was mine.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, yeah, there were some questions in there that kind of bothered me, but they had to be asked. So
yeah. And there was a case, and I Dennis, I think I mentioned it to you too. There's a gal that went missing, and I don't always get this, but that one I clearly felt like some type of choking, and it was a bit disturbing. So because I'll feel things like I've had where I was talking to someone, I was at a booth and doing like readings and that, and she was talking to me about some health issues, and I said, well, I feel like you hurt right here on your side, like it's right here. And she had told me it was her stomach, and it's like, I don't think it's your stomach, I think it's right here. And she's like, yeah, actually it is right there, I just tell people it's my stomach. And I was like, that was a nice validation. But yeah, so sometimes I'll feel certain things, and once in a while it will be, it's kind of odd. Especially at first, because then you're like, will it go away? It's like, and it's like, okay, it's there. Okay, as long as it goes away, it's fine. Then it's not me. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I want to ask Dan a question for a second. So at some point, Bobby did ask why was Summer, was she ever an Amber Alert at any point?
She is an Amber Alert.
Yeah.
Is she?
She still is.
I wonder why he asked that. Unless I misread what he had typed, is there for a second we were cooking there asking questions, and I was just like,
there was a couple people that wanted to know why she wasn't an Amber Alert.
She's always been an Amber Alert.
I would think so.
And I guess how long, like in this case, Dan, how long does a child stay as an Amber Alert?
Until they're found.
So they never just switch over to a missing child.
No, what you'll see is when you look on the database, you'll see active Amber Alerts, and then you'll see a gray bar where they tell you to hit the plus sign. That's where all the other active Amber Alerts are that are cold.
Thank you.
Okay. Interesting.
Quit.
And I know, Dan, you were asking some very specific questions that probably were either right or wrong. So hopefully you got some good answers. But
Yes, absolutely.
And Kristen asked if you could come back for the Randy Leach case. For some reason, she's really drawn to his case, and that's the one that got her into this. It's kind of the case that got us into this as well.
yeah, that one's an interesting one. I've gotten some interesting moments for that one, or just some images, I guess. But
yeah. Well,
You have an open invite to come on a live feed anytime.
okay, no, well, thank you. I will definitely try to be there. It's been a busy summer. Our daughter's getting ready to go to college, so it's been yeah, I know. I'm at the excited and scared, or not scared, but excited and sad. It's a little scary too, yes, but excited and sad all at the same time, and it's getting closer now. It's less than a month away.
My oldest daughter, she's going into her second year of college, and she's lucky she can go back to her home at the end of the day. She doesn't have to stay at campus. It still upsets me, as you know. Yeah, I'm still like, oh my goodness, I have a sophomore in college, so I know how you feel.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out myself.
I know. My daughter was just 2 the other day. I don't know what happened here.
I know, yeah, she was just 2 not long ago.
Yeah. So you'll be all right. Hang in there, Mom.
Okay, let me remove my background.
Oh. Okay.
You changing up to something?
Hang on, I gotta shut my ring light off. All right, you can't see it still.
It's still bright, yeah.
Is it her Amber Alert?
Yeah.
Maybe turn your screen light down a little bit so it's not your brightness down a little bit. Can you do that?
Okay, you see that gray bar?
Yeah.
Okay. See that list? These are all still active Amber Alerts.
And she's on it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Is that nationwide?
You can stop anytime. Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, that's nationwide, correct?
Yep.
I just didn't know if there was a certain time period that a child that went on the Amber Alert that they eventually transferred them to just a missing child.
Wait a second.
Like Namco or something? Or...
Oh, yeah, she's still on there. Let me click it again. It took me to the wrong one.
I still can't get over the age progression of what Summer would look like now. Yeah. And I mean, she just looks so grown up. And it's...
Yeah, she's still on there. See?
There she is. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that, Dan, because I mean, I really honestly thought that they, over a certain time period, they just would switch it, you know.
No. She stays, she'll stay on that every missing child that has ever had an active Amber Alert will stay on there, but they'll be dropped down after, I think it's like 8 months to a year. They get put into the gray box. Like Keyshawn Williams, he was an active Amber Alert. He just finally got moved to the gray box.
Okay.
But they're all still active. It's just
Yeah.
they're cold.
I got you. Wow.
So, guys, we will go more into a Summer Wells discussion on another live feed. We're at the 2 hour, 10-minute mark now on this one. But we will go into another one and break this down more. And, thank you very much for coming on tonight and doing this. I mean, this is just
amazing. I don't even know what to say.
Okay, no, well, thank you. Yeah, I'm happy to do it again. So just let me know when works for you, and I'll be an empty nester soon, so I'll have lots of free time.
You'll be okay. I promise you'll be okay.
So, and Tamara, if you could hang on for just 1 minute when we go off live, I think Alex wanted to ask you something. But the rest of you, thank you very much for coming on tonight, being with us, participating with the questions. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Yeah.
And we'll keep you updated on when the next live feed will be. I had my surgery Wednesday, so this coming Sunday is kind of in the air for me, but we'll keep you guys updated. But with that, again, thank you. You guys stay safe, and we will see you guys down the road.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.